Hello, everyone. And so let me tell you, we're talking about abundance. Are you pushing it away? Are you receiving it? So what does abundance even mean to you? Do you even know that? Do you think abundance is money? Do you think it's only money? Or do you think there's way more to what abundance could be and is?
It's also about gratitude.
It is. Thank you so much for bringing that out because whatever we have, we are not happy with that. Imagine you have something with you and you're so not grateful for what you have, and universe is saying you're not happy with what you have, and then you want to have something else. Universe is going to be like, okay, cool, it'll give you something else, yet when you get that, you're still not happy with that, and there is absolutely no gratitude in whatever you do in your being. So this being, this body is creating so much in this reality, but you're not even grateful to your own body. How is this going to create anything more for you? Have you seen those situations where you have people working for you and constantly you're nagging and you're pushing them and you're saying ye nahi kiya tumne, ye nahi kiya, aise ho tum, waise ho? What happens over a period of time? Yes, I mean, if they have their oats and vows, they will probably continue working till the time they are done and they create diseases. They will try getting out of it. Otherwise, the next thing you know is that they are gone. They wouldn't. Who would want to work with you? Now, at the same time, it doesn't also mean that you're being overly nice to them, because that is not overly sweet to them. I mean, normally we do that for people, and they're like, "Ye chala jayega, so let me be nice to them." No, I'm not saying that, but it's just about being the gratitude, like that energy of gratitude to the person, including
You
you. Where is it that you're not willing to be 100% grateful to who you be and how you be and how you're creating
you
what you're creating, right? So is this all about creating multiple revenue streams? Yes, you could have multiple revenue streams if you choose to. So tell me, how many of you are ready for having uh, uh, more than 10 revenue streams? More than 10 or less than 10? What is coming up? Nishtha, yes. You had your hand up.
Yeah,
Nishtha?
it was about the point that we were on before this, about the
Yes.
gratitude point.
Yes, gratitude. Yeah.
Like, I see this in so many people when I'm consulting them, that gratitude is there, but then, it comes from a lot of a place of a lot of anger also.
Yeah.
So there's a lot
So
of,
anger and gratitude don't go hand in hand, because anger,
yeah,
the underlying point of view is judgment, and judgment and gratitude don't can't exist
yeah.
together.
That is why they keep going off track from
No,
gratitude again and
they
again.
start creating loops. And who are they really angry with? Who are they really angry at?
Hmm.
99.9% we are angry with ourselves. We are not happy with ourselves. We don't want to be, I mean, we're just upset for not doing something that we should have been doing. We're not making those choices. And then we have to judge ourselves and we hate ourselves for what we're doing. Suppose you have signed up for something and now you don't like it. So you are going to judge yourself that, Arey, par maine to sign up. Like the classic example is marriage. You sign up for it, and then in a year, maybe sometimes it's even 10 days, you realize that no, this is not what I want to be in, right? And then you have to judge yourself, you have to berate yourself, you have all those grudges, and then now you're just pulling your relationships because you signed up in the first place, as if you have no choice.
Hmm.
And that starts diminishing your abundance, because the
But
minute you, yeah.
this point I understand, but a lot of times when I think about it, I think it's going to seem so bipolar if every day you think, you can choose different, maybe in a relationship or in a business, कि आज relationship करना है, कल नहीं करना है, पर
But
मतलब इसको
that's
mood swings बोलते हैं ना जनरल
nahi,
भाषा में तो.
no, see, my point is, you are not the same every day. In a day also, there are many times that you're not the same. So how are you? I mean, these five fingers are not the same. So how are you thinking that you're going to be the same every day with the same person? That's why Access gives you tools of destroying and creating a relationship on a daily basis, including you, because nothing is constant. And if everything is changing every now and then, how are you expecting you to be the same the way you used to be? And how are you even expecting somebody to be the same how they used to be? And how much of a pressure would that be for a person that, oh my God, that I have to be the same?
Every day.
And that is painful in relationships because you're expecting something which is not possible. I mean, obviously, so you loved your teacher in fifth standard, and now that teacher is still there till seventh standard. Now you don't love her, and you'll have to judge yourself that how come I don't love her anymore. It's something on those lines. So if you
I
could just
remember this relationship where I had this fight and I was saying, you know, girls keep changing guys, ki aise mat karo, aise karo. And
Yeah.
I'm fighting with you saying, ki, please don't change. And
Yeah,
now I
please.
realize that that was so unkind.
And what if you could just acknowledge that change is the only constant? So let them keep changing. So that how much can you embrace that change? The only problem is that we were not ready for this COVID thing to happen. And for you to, for things to change so much that now we don't know what to do because we so love the constant and we get bored with that constant. And then we hate the constant, but we still want the constant. So everything, all your presumptive realities that you've created around money and abundance, can you please destroy and uncreate all of that? That creates the need of reactive reality that, okay, fine, because it is this and you would ask for it and it's still there, but you have to then create a reaction to that because people are changing. You have a judgment on people who change on a dime. Okay, they'll change like, huh, okay, change karte hain. And then you're like, how can you be so like this? You're not trustworthy, you're not loyal, you're this, you're that. And you start hating them for that because you would like to be that energy, but you're not. And
Ajay,
that's what we are talking about, the energy fools. Yes, yeah, Nishta, yes.
can you also elaborate on this amazing thing we spoke about in the advanced money workbook where I did something and then you told me that, you know, then that thing didn't happen properly and then you were talking about going into the beyond. I think pulling abundance and pushing it away is kind of a tug of war like that. Like we attract abundance and then we don't believe that something of that sort we can
So
create
what
something
happens
like
is constantly we are creating something great, okay? And then the minute you're just about to receive that greatness, you reject it and you're like, I don't want this. And then you push it away. We keep pulling it, pulling it, pulling it. How much are you ready for receiving it with no point of view? If you had no fixed point of view, how much would you allow it to come into your world? The minute you're supposed to get that, maybe it could be 10 lakhs, it could be 10,000, you're like, oh my God, it's too close. What do I do? How do I even receive this? And then you have to then judge yourself that, okay, if you get that abundance, people are going to judge you and you're going to judge you. What if you did not have to make that significant? How would that be? So yes, so you've asked for something, you're about to get it, and then you run away. It's as good as asking Prabhuji darshan de do, and there's a knock on your door and you don't want to open it. That is where we are pushing it away simply because we're probably not ready for it. That's why half the people don't even ask for things because अगर मांगा और मिल ही गया तो क्या करेंगे फिर? ए उनकी स्टोरी खत्म हो जाएगी, उनका दुख खत्म हो जाएगा। बी अगर नहीं मिला तो एक रोने वाली स्टोरी जो है वो कंटिन्यू रहती है। And it just you just love that entertainment, even if it is tragic. Obviously, if you say, how many friends will receive you if you say, I'm doing so well in my life? They will not like you for that.
Do well in your life.
You don't need us, right? We can't talk about our sob stories. Or if you don't have relationship issues and you're in a kitty party, you don't have anything to talk about. You want to tell people, Mera tumse bhi zyada kharab hai. I'm worse than you. And you take pride in that. So everywhere you're taking all your presumptive realities, creating your need of reactive realities to receive only the worst in life and not going beyond that and creating greater. Will you please just try and uncreate all of that? Yes. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, line, shores, boys, povads, and peons.
This is so funny because I've actually had competition with friends, or maybe you met somebody and you're actually competing about your trauma stories, and then
you are
enjoying that you won.
हाँ, so तेरा problem इतना नहीं है, मेरा problem तुझसे ज़्यादा है, and that is where we start giving it up. We just are so ready for giving our space out, or we just want to prove that we're worse than you, or we're better than you. We're better, worse than you. Yeah.
Yeah.
मेरी कहानी खराब है, मेरी कहानी तेरे से भी ज़्यादा अच्छी है. So that. So everywhere you're trying to prove to the world that you are, you know, a good person or a bad person. And if you're a bad person, you can't receive that abundance. Will you please destroy and uncreate all of that? Right? Wrong, good, bad, powerful, client, shots, boys, for bad and beyond. So everywhere you have judgments and expectations and how abundance has to come into your life, how it has to be, how only you can receive it, only then you can receive it. Can you please let that go? What if creating revenue streams, multiple revenue streams, does not mean that you have to pay your bills? Could you go beyond paying just your bills? Right? And creating
Absolutely.
revenues to having greater possibilities in your life. What would it be like? How would it look like? So, how many revenue streams can you invite into your life? Everything that doesn't allow that, allow you to know that it can be a multiplicity of avenues and revenues. Will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, powerful, client, shots, boys, for bad, beyond. So, how many of you? Some people said more than 10. Okay, so I'll ask you, more than 20, less than 20. How many revenue streams are you? Will you willingly allow yourself to have it? More than 20, less than 20. Anyone?
More than 20 something.
More
More
than
than
20.
20.
More than 50, less than 50.
Less than 50.
Less than 50, which is fine. I mean, I'm not going to judge you for that. So, what, what have you made so vital, valuable, and real about the order of never desiring and needing money that keeps you from the chaos that allows you to create a constant and increasing flow of money? Everything that is times a quadrillion, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, powerful, client, shots, boys, provide them on. So, in that respect, कितने लोगों को ये लगता है कि मैं एक साथ चार चीजें हैंडल नहीं कर पाऊंगा या पाऊंगी? And then you have to then say, okay, one thing at a time. And now when you make one thing at a time, you eliminate all those multiple revenue streams. यहाँ पे कौन ऐसा है जो स्कूल नहीं गया है? बताएं, कोई है जो स्कूल नहीं गया है? किसी का हाथ नहीं खड़ा हुआ. आई एम अज्यूमिंग आप सब लोग स्कूल गए हो. वेरी गुड, कॉन्ग्रेचुलेशन, आप पढ़े लिखे लोग हो. आपने स्कूल जाके एक ही सब्जेक्ट पढ़ाई की थी एट अ टाइम, या आपने मल्टीपल सब्जेक्ट्स पढ़े थे? लाइक एक दिन में 8 क्लासेस होती हैं और मल्टीपल सब्जेक्ट्स होते हैं. कौन है जिसने ये कहा कि मेरे से सारे सब्जेक्ट्स नहीं होते हैं? आपको बचपन से आपको रेडी करके दिया हुआ है ऑन अ प्लेटर that you have to do multiple things in one go, and then multiple exams also. And now you say that you can't have multiple revenue streams. What is it that is stopping you from creating that as your reality? And where are you not willing to allow that money to come from? Everywhere, the entire, everything. And that is possible if you're willing to be judged. It has almost taken me 10 years to even start posting my group links to people, because I had a judgment of it. What are people going to think about it? People will think that, oh, she's the marketing only, she's doing everything. So what is wrong in marketing? If this is your business, if anything that you're doing is your business, why would you stop yourself from not reaching out to people and telling them again and again and again of what you do? Where have you come to a conclusion or a judgment that this is not the right thing to do? Because people will, think that they will think whatever. And how does it even matter? And where have you taken it as your job for thinking what they're going to be thinking? Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it now?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, powerful, client, shows, boys, provide me on. So if you had a jewelry store, you would go out and show off that, okay, you have that jewelry. Or would you not? You would, right? Similarly, if you're in a business of consciousness, because a lot of you are into bars facilitation and stuff, and business of healing, why would you not talk about it and reach out to people and say, hey, you know what, I do this? How many of you are not taking pride in this fact that what you are doing? And if you're not proud of what you're doing, can you change it? Can you do something completely different where you can be take that joy of talking about, hey, you know what, I do this? Have you seen those places or those restaurants where people are like, hey, come, we're there, have fun, you're going to eat amazing food or whatever. They're being the invitation. Where are you not willing to be that invitation for in your life or your business to have greater abundance? Everything that is going to destroy and uncreate, right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, boys, for violence. Yes, Nishtha.
How do you start choosing abundance with ease? Because I think the first step is choice.
Yes.
And mostly either we think we don't deserve it, either we think we can't do it, or we think what other we just keep trying to make other people feel comfortable around us.
Yeah, right, that. So if you could just simply acknowledge, am I doing that? And everywhere you're not willing to receive from every molecule on this planet, will you destroy and uncreate all of that?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, powerful, line, shots, boys, for bad, and when you say abundance with ease, abundance always brings more ease. And any point of view you have that abundance आएगा तो ease नहीं होगा, उसको pot and pock करना है. All your financial realities that what revenue stream can support your creation that you've been asking for? You can just be in a question, and everywhere you're trying to validate your financial reality by mimicking other people's financial realities. Just try and uncreate that. Right,
That
wrong,
is
good,
so
bad,
right.
part for line shows, boys for bad and beyond. Because that's what where we seek our validation from other people. That come validate me. So having said that yes, I mean, I created a lot in the last couple of years, and thank you to COVID also, because COVID opened up a lot of other ways of reaching out to people. And guess what? I was not comfortable with the online stuff at all. I had my resistance. So for the first few months, I did not utilize this medium for reaching out to people. And since everyone was doing it, I said, I'm not going to do it because everyone is anyway doing it. And there you go. And I'm like, what if I could be me and I could just reach out with my energy? How would that look like? So where have you decided, because everyone's doing it, you're not going to do it, and so you're going to be stopping that? And what if you could be very, very magnificent at doing what you're doing? So everything that doesn't allow you to keep choosing anyway for doing and showing up as you, will you destroy and uncreate it now? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, boys, provides, and beyond. So what will it take for you to be, what energy, space, consciousness, and choice can you and your body be that would allow you to be the revenue creations beyond anything you have ever imagined? Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it now? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, boys, provides, and beyond. What can you do or be that people like, I would like to have that energy? Come, be with me. When I listen to Gary and Dane, those calls and those classes, trust me, my English also becomes better. So whose energy could you be pulling that you can have that ease with money and abundance? They are showing us the way how they're creating amazing abundance in this reality, using this reality to their advantage and creating greater. So could you allow yourself to pull that energy that they have? You're not depleting them of their energy. Remember that. Nor are you stealing anything from them. Even if you're stealing anything, you can't take anything away from them, because you're taking that talent and utilizing it and presenting it to the world. So could you allow yourself to have that energy? Yes, Nishta.
Acha, on that note, about pulling energy, how do you think these, because every time I have started doing energy pulls, my business has gone dramatically up, but then I stop. I don't know why, but then I take it for granted or something. But you were just talking about receiving from every molecule on the planet and energy pulls. So I know this course is also coming up.
So yeah, because see, energy pulls is something that you are in a constant flow. You're not deciding, you're not concluding, you're not judging, you're not expecting. You're just pulling that energy and being that energy. It's about receiving. It's about opening your channels of receiving. That where have you limited yourself? Where have you created those barriers for not receiving? Because a lot of people don't do energy pulls because I came from metaphysical background, remember? Okay, so in that metaphysical background, I don't want anything negative coming to me. Okay, now with that, I would not do the energy pulls because I didn't want to be receiving negative energy from people. Till I realized, oh, it is not about pulling their negative or positive. It's just about receiving. It's like energy coming through them and through you, and there it's a flow. Yeah. So, how do you do energy pulls for business? Like with the example, you can explain. Yeah. So, if business was an energy, if you look at it as an entity, you can pull energy from the universe, from that what you're looking out for, and through through you, through each and every molecule, and out of you. That is the energy that you pull. Where have you decided? Because when you become that energy, you're still searching for it. Ki kahan hai, kya change hua? But the fact is, you've become that. How can you see it? You are the change. When you start doing it and you keep pushing your barriers down, you come into a space of allowance of having it all and not making anything significant that ye hua nahi, chodo ye isse hota nahi. It's not being vested in the outcome. Maybe something else is required. Maybe some other question would be required. Where do you end up coming into a conclusion that this is not working? You'll do it twice. A lot of people come and say, "Oh, who does it belong? I did it. It didn't work." Yeah, but how much do you have to use that tool for it to change? You never give up, never give in, never quit. You just keep doing it. And if A is not working, start using B or C or whatever. There's zillion tools which are there. You simply ask, what question do I need to ask here? What do I need to put in place? Like, what is it? Who or what do I need to include in my business? It's not just pulling. So energy of business, and now there it is standing right there in front of you. So what are you not willing to receive from your business? That you've decided that only if it is this, then I will receive it. Right? Only if my child talks to me in a particular tone, particular manner, will I receive from my child. Where have you kind of come and concluded those points of view? Your question could be, what action do I need to take today that to keep moving forward? How often you like chod nahi karna is so easy for you to do that. If you were instilling chaos, okay, what would you choose? What chaos is required in this so that you again store up your energy and you start receiving and being? And after doing a lot of access classes, you become like a sponge. You would be aware, you will perceive way more. And who all are there that you're perceiving that you make yourself to be? And if you did not have to mimic other people around you, what would that be like? How come? How to come out of chod nahi karna and later never comes? Yeah. So how about committing to yourself for a change? So what does commitment mean to you? Committing to yourself mean to you? Using
What if
your
commitment was the issue?
What if commitment is not the issue or is the issue?
What is the issue? Like, karna hi nahi hai na?
So then can you be an allowance of that? Ki karna hi nahi hai, and not judge that? Because you're committed to nahi karna hai, and that's okay. But then you end up judging that ki main kyun nahi kar pa rahi hu? What if you could just simply be an allowance of that? Awesome, Jeevan. You got a mail that you could join the access team. How does it even get better than that? Now that is all about asking, right? I asked my body, I was so excited to kind of join the access team, and I asked my body, would we like to do, some work with them? And it just said in those 10 seconds, no. And I kept asking, it just said no. And I was like, okay, so let me create and contribute to access from a different level or different dimension. And while working with them, I could have contributed to them. So great, Jeevan. Thank you for sharing this. But having said that, coming back to what Bhavna is saying, ki chod nahi karna is so, it's heavy yet light for you guys because it's easy to give up. But it's very, very difficult to continue being surging ahead, going forward with what you have chosen. And you can change your choices. We're not saying that you have to do it. It's not where have you married to your choices? Could you ask yourself that, okay, What commitment is required here from me so that I can receive it all? And not committing to yourself is also could you not judge yourself, Bhavna, on that? Because that's a familiar ground. So who are you being? Which of your parent are you being? That okay, only this is fine and not more than that. If I receive too much, then I wouldn't know how to handle it. Everywhere you're not willing to be too much, will you destroy and uncreate all of that?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, line, short, boys, provides, and beyond. It's like presumptive reality. Oh, I'll be too much. And then people will not be able to handle it, or I won't be able to handle it. People are anyway not won't be able to handle you. Will you be able to receive you if you're too much? And give up on your conclusions for that?
Right.
Sometimes failures, who are creating those failures, Himani? So, failures make you give up, really? Who is creating that failure? How many of us are creating failure so that we end up giving up and we can justify and validate that this is the reason why I gave up? If somebody doesn't hire you in a job and then you stop posting out your resume, oh, I got 10 rejections, so I don't want to now post my resume, or you're going to do it till the time you get a job? It's about that. It's just a choice. And what do you love about creating failures? Everywhere you were told, or you told yourself that you are a failure, will you destroy and uncreate it now? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, boys, provides, and beyond. What if failure is only a coin if you kind of look at it from the other point, that success and failure just go hand in hand? So how committed are you to not succeeding, which you call failure? Will you destroy and uncreate it now? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, boys, provides, and beyond. If you could, if उस हिसाब से तो Wright brother जो है aeroplane बना ही नहीं पाते, because I don't think they could fly the plane in first go. They would have made some 100 attempts. All these inventions would not have happened because they would have failed a zillion times. What does failure mean to you? What do you love about it? That you'd rather create failure than to create success? Because you succeeding, is that going to intimidate people around you? That you choose not to succeed? Because if you're too successful, then you wouldn't. What will happen if you're too successful? You'll become uncontrollable. Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it now? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, boys, provide me. And everywhere you're not including your body in creating money, will you destroy and uncreate that? Starting with the gratitude that we started the call with, gratitude to your own body. What body movement can change this? You know, a lot of people are like bethe hai, pade hai, like a couch potato. What body movement can change this? Stir this up. Could be a hug. Go hug a tree. Yeah. Go for a hike. Go out. You know, breathe. Freshen up yourself. What would that look like? What
But
one
then
thing could you do? Yes.
कभी कभी couch potato बने रहने में भी just like you just want to be there, like कुछ नहीं
And
करना.
then could you not judge that? And absolutely okay. Where have you decided that relaxing means only lying down and not doing anything?
But
Could you allow your
all the time, like bas.
all the time? That's okay. Can you
But
not
we
judge?
can't sit and make anything. Sitting won't create anything.
So
Yeah.
then, who are you being? That's what is the being wanting to sit, or is the body wanting to sit? Could you communicate with your body? What is your body telling you? And everywhere it sounds like the hardest homework that I'm giving. That can you ask for a body movement? Would you destroy and uncreate at all? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, boys for bad and beyond. How would you like to treat your best friend? Would you want to hang around with a friend who's always like, chalo pade rehte hai, it's okay, right? So what energy, space, consciousness, choice can you in your body be to be able to allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive the value of you? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you destroy and uncreate it now?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, boys for bad and beyond. Body से तो पूछ लो तुझे क्या करना है? Where can I take you today that will create that joy, that excitement? And where are you not pulling the energy of joy in your life? So much joy that people are like, my goodness, how do you have this energy? Even before I came into Access, the only thing I know is that people will tell me, how do you have this kind of energy? Are you on dope? Do you do ecstasy? I said, no. For me, it is music. And like, it's like, I can stir up my energy with that. And I love it. Then there was somebody who was like, how do you do these many classes? Like, yeah, because it's fun, because it's not work. Everywhere you made things,
Yeah,
and you put it in the category of work. ये तो काम है यार, करना पड़ेगा अब. And
But
करेगा.
आपकी fun है, you just enjoy it all the time, so you're constantly pushing, like, मतलब मजा आ रहा है, करते जा रहे हैं. But then
So
how do you find?
मुझे लोगों से बात करना पसंद है. Who can I call today that will infuse me with that energy all over again? मुझे ये calls करके मेरे अंदर इतनी energy आ जाती है, because I can sense that तुम लोगों ने अपनी energy को दबा के रखा हुआ है. If you would allow yourself to receive that, because I can receive it, and I'm like fully charged and energized, like, okay, fine, so much of energy. Could you receive from your energy rather than making you wrong? Priyanka is writing, there's a constant fight going on in the head. Want to do something, and then what if they will not understand and you end up doing nothing? Who will not understand? And you will judge your own self. Who will not understand? Who are they? How many entities are you carrying? How many energies are you carrying? Who all are you listening to? Who is doing tandav in your head that you are not able to, make it into a hip hop dance? It's like, okay, my head is now going on a hip hop note. Or let's do salsa, baby, with this. Okay, body wants to relax. Okay, can you just lie down and keep doing something? Can you jiggle wiggle your body? Oh, let's move it, baby. What movement? That's what I'm saying. What movement would change the energy, change the vibe, so that you can create a difference in your world? Forget about other people. I'm not saying go make difference in other people's lives. Your own life first. Can you do that? Can you not put anything in the category of work? Could you simply ask, okay, is this going to be joyful? How could I add on or increase the level of joy in my life? What would it take? Who can I talk to? Who can I collaborate with? Or can I do it alone? I don't like collaborating with people. Okay. What will it take? Simple. It's just a simple question. Kavita, I have noticed a pattern of creating and then destroying. It would help if you give a question. What about justice feeling? What is justice? Oh, Aarti is writing justice. Ankita is writing about pattern. What do you love about your patterns? Are you a designer? Just asking. Do you like designing? What pattern would be fun for you? Mandala? Mandala design? What design? What patterns? What do you love about your looping patterns? And a lot of number sixes to you. And a lot of trifold sequencing to you. For you creating a pattern. What if you love your pattern? See, साड़ी के ये pattern है. चांदनी चौक में बहुत अच्छे मिलते हैं. Can you go and buy that? What do you love about your patterns? You tell me. Ankita.
Kavita, I have noticed this. I create with a lot of energy, and all of a sudden I lose interest in it and start, losing all the, clientele and people around me. And then I changed my money reality.
No, so you give up your money reality. So what happens when people start showing up in your world? Like क्या हो जाता है? When you start creating, then people are showing up. Do you go into a beyond, or do you start getting like अरे इतने आ रहे हैं, इससे इतना बन जाएगा? Do you do energetic spending? Like what is it?
Yes.
And then
yes.
वो पहले उनसे रिसीव कर लिया, अब वो कह रहे हमारा तो काम हो गया, चलो निकलो यहाँ से. And then you then give up on your reality. So everywhere you come to conclusions, all your presumptive realities that you have, creating the need of reactive reality. And this is a reactive reality. Oh, people come and they leave. And then I lose. I'm a loser. I'm such a failure. How committed are you to be saying that to yourself, that you're a failure or a loser when people don't show up for you? Will you destroy and uncreate that? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot for client, shorts, boys, for fads and beyonds. And Bhavna said, yes, that. What is that? What do you love about What do you
Yeah.
love about this?
There is just so much of it all the
Suddenly,
time.
so what? So
Create-
suddenly, suppose I would like to be a person who's going onto stage, and there are only 10 people who are there, okay, as audience. Now 10 में से 5 चले जाएं, बोल के क्या bore कर रही है, okay? For example, I start doing a stand up or something, and they're not laughing, and they just leave. How much would you come to a conclusion that you're a stupid asshole who's trying to attempt something which is not going to make sense? Batao. Just because people left and people couldn't receive your energy. So then you have to judge you because people couldn't receive you. Everything that is, will you destroy and uncreate it now? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, shots, boys, boys, and beyond. Or the fact being that my body is too stiff and I can't dance, but you love to dance.
No, but
And
वो
then you
चीज
would,
आप एनर्जी से करते हैं, but then the energy goes away. फिर वो interest ही चले जाता है.
who goes away? How can energy go away? You can pull it back. That's exactly what I'm saying. Where are you willing to let it go? So committed to letting it go, because if you're too joyful, then you'll have to judge yourself. That you're like so
Kavita,
cool.
it's
Yes.
like कि balloon में हवा है और किसी ने सुई चुबा दी वो सारी.
वो कोई कौन है जो
I
तुम्हारे
agree
आगे?
with her.
Wait, hang on, hold on to your balloon. Wait, condom नहीं है ये, balloon है, and तुम उसको फिर से भर सकते हो, ठीक है? एक बार यूज करके फेंकने की जरूरत नहीं है. So you can,
It's gone. It's gone.
yeah. So where could you not have a packet of balloons? ये फट गया, कोई बात नहीं, एक और फुला लो. कौन है जो तुम्हारे लाइफ में आके तुम उसको इनवाइट कर रहे हो कि हाँ मेरी बजा डाल? Everywhere you're inviting people कि मेरी बजा डालो. Will you destroy and uncreate it now?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, shots, boys, provide me. And you know all those people जो आते हैं और तुम्हारी पूंगी बजा के जाते हैं. And everywhere you're still reacting to that. Oh my God, I don't want to do this again. Can you destroy and uncreate it? All your need of reactive realities. Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, shots, boys, provide me. How, if you were a kid, you'd gone on to a birthday party and बहुत balloons है. एक हाथ में आपने ऐसे कहा अरे balloon, and हाथ में लेते ही वो फट गया. Are you going to say ये तो balloon फट गया, मेरे को balloon से रिश्ता नहीं रखना है, ये balloon खराब है? What are you going to do? अरे ये फट गया, कोई बात नहीं, there are multiple balloons, go and pick it up again and play till you play, and then उसके बाद हवा उसकी भी निकल के go play again. Where have you given up your choice of choosing more balloons and creating those balloons and having fun with those balloons? could you create a constant energy that okay, helium balloon है, थोड़ा लंबा तक टिकता है. What energy would I have to infuse in this balloon that it stays? Your life is, you made your life as a balloon. Is that it? तुम्हारे में हवा भरी गई है? Really, that's what you want to tell me? So फिर तो 5 elements होते हैं: space, water, earth, fire. Why? तो fire तुम्हारी पुंगी बजा रहा है खुद की. So you using your fire against you is what you're saying? तो वो balloon की हवा निकल जाती है इसलिए. Who can take that away from you? Tell me. You're not just those 5 elements. You're an infinite being. तो infinite being के पास एक ही balloon है या multiplicity of balloons हो सकता है. And that, yeah. Somebody's writing violence and abuse. You like your pattern. I like action movies. थोड़ा और मारो मुझे, right? All your patterns that you really enjoy some entertainment and it has to be dramatic. Will you destroy and uncreate it now? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, shots, boys, provides, and beyond. And because you have created abuse in your world, now that has become, and you're holding on to it, that becomes a focal point. Okay, that focal point will invite more people to get. Please mute yourself. एक second. So how would that be? You created an abuse. Suppose यहाँ पे तो जो आता है वो तुमको यहाँ चाटा मार के चले जाता है. I don't know why this is coming, but I saw तू झूठी मैं मक्कार. जो आता है वो रणबीर कपूर को थप्पड़ मार के चले जाता है उसमें, like उसकी family में. But yeah, you start getting थप्पड़, and that's what you like. Okay, यहाँ पे, and that becomes a focal point. So people are giving you that over there. Could you change that? Or at least could you start having fun with all of this and not make it a point of view which is significant? So Animani is writing, so even if you're trying to put create, but things are not moving or shifting, and then it creates confusion in the mind to choose or how to find one gate that opens for you. No, everywhere you come to fucking conclusions when you're creating. Okay, you fucking come to a conclusion कि आज सुबह 40 नहीं आई मुझे, मैंने कल खाना खाया था. Can you stop it?
Yes.
शाम
That
को आ
actually
जाएगी.
happened.
Yeah, right. शाम को आ जाएगी यार, अगले दिन आ जाएगी, 2 दिन नहीं आएगी, तीसरे दिन अपने आप जोर मार के आएगी यार. So when you are creating, can you be in allowance of just creating that I am just going to create whatever it takes till it shows up whenever it has to show up. You can talk to that business like, hey, you know what, I'm creating this. When would you like to show up? And then allow it to show up as and when it likes to show up. Will you stop coming to conclusion that I'm creating but nothing shows up? Really? So which means मैंने अगर एक बार अपनी क्लास अनाउंस करी है और कोई नहीं ज्वाइन किया तो मैं नहीं, बस आज मैंने कसम खा ली है, मैंने इसके बाद क्लास अनाउंस ही नहीं करनी है. Then you come again, and then you come again, and then you come again till somebody shows up. I'm talking classes because that's the business I'm into. You could be in a different business. तुम कह रहे हो कि कपड़ा मेरे किसी ने खरीदा नहीं और मैं कपड़े बनाने बंद कर दूंगी because nobody is buying it.
But
How-
what about somebody buying it? But even in the current situation that I am in, okay, nobody's buying it secondary. Firstly, is
Would
my
you really
own-
like to buy it? Would you really like them to buy it? Would you really like to change your money scenario? What are the
Yes.
hidden, what are your secret agendas for not having those people show up with total ease? What are your hidden agendas with yourself that if you're going to receive it, then what will happen? If you become too intimidating for people, then you will be out of control. No, you won't be controlled.
Yeah, but that thing should happen now. People, I mean,
No, nothing happens. Wait, nothing happens. We create it all from sometimes unconsciousness, sometimes anti-consciousness.
okay, so many fuck ups and failures at work is sometimes I just wonder, like, why is it
Yeah,
happening?
Yeah, but can you be the Bajangi Bhaijan of your life then? 11वीं बार तो पास वो भी हो गया था यार. So can you just enjoy with whatever you're creating? It's like, yeah, I'll do this. I'm not giving up. Universe, now you choose for yourself. Hey, I commit to you. I'm to myself. Like, I'm not giving up. Even if you don't want to show me the result, I'm still going ahead and doing it. And I'm not vested in the outcome. And keep doing it because is the journey fun? Is the creation fun? Or are you creating with the idea कि इससे क्या निकलने वाला है तो मैंने create करना है? Now that's going to be very heavy. Ritu is saying sometimes you're made responsible for others and made to give up what you want. You give up your receiving. How do you deal with it? And why would you do that? Because, and what if that's just a judgment? You can do interesting point of view, all your presumptive realities, creating the need of reactive realities that you have to give up your receiving when people can't receive you. Will you destroy and uncreate it now? Right, wrong, good, bad, for line short, boys, for ads and beyonds. So, where have you made yourself responsible for everyone else? That they have to penalize you and then you have to abuse yourself because something did not turn out the way it should have.
But what
Right?
if sometimes you become the caretaker of the family? You don't want to
And-
do it.
Correct. So can you take care of yourself first and not judge how well you or how horribly you're taking care of other people, because that's a judgment. You're going to do 10 things, you're going to miss out the 11th one. They're going to still tell you that you didn't do this well because that one thing will be popping out. Okay.
Yeah.
So can you just have fun? If you can have fun at taking care of people, if you've called upon it or you're the one who has to do it, nobody has to do anything. We end up making that choice that, okay, I'm here to do this or I'll step up. And can you start enjoying ki hua, nahi hua, no problem, but this is how I'm going to go about it. Right? And not make yourself heavy with it, because it's people's projections and expectations that you are getting buried under.
Yeah.
Right? So all
Yeah.
theirs, what the best part about PR and NOR is that you can clear it up for them. Their need of reactive reality, fucking just pod and pock that. Because they just want to target you. And you're the softest target who's not going to say anything anyway.
Yeah.
And then so you're going to cry within and say, यार ऐसा क्यों है, मैंने तो इतना किया फिर भी उनको दिखता नहीं है क्योंकि उनको देखना भी नहीं है. So
Yeah.
everywhere you are just catering to other people and seeking that validation, how good or bad you are, can you destroy and uncreate it now?
Yeah.
Right, wrong,
Yeah.
good, bad, powerful, client, short, boys, provides, and beyond. So you sometimes you are made responsible. You simply say, yeah. I mean, if you were a kid, how would you take it? If you were a child, then how would you take it?
Strangely, how I was as a child and what I am now, I don't recognize.
Yeah. So that. So can you allow the child in you to come out and keep the adult out?
Yeah.
Yeah. So because I'm coming up with my center and my tagline is going to be this: keep the adult out, let the child in. If you're walking into my center, that is. I don't want the adults. Adults are fucked up. I was all
Yeah.
my life accused of not be of being immature. Immature is what? You got to be serious. And I'm like, so not serious, but I am in my world, in my space, because that's having fun with seriousness is my seriousness. God damn.
Mm.
Can you have serious fun? And you wouldn't allow yourself to have that. Because the more ease and relaxation, what relaxation can you include in your life that could change everything? The minute you start relaxing, your 75% of your financial reality starts changing. You just being you. Anything that you're doing, relaxation does not mean that you have to lie down and relax or rest or
Yeah.
sleep. That is not relaxation. That could be for some people. But what is relaxation for you? It could be going out for a walk or talking to somebody or working. And in that working, could you include relaxation?
But
So that
Kavita,
you're, yeah.
one thing that is coming up is that jin logo se we keep seeking for validation, and jinke around we can't relax and we don't go into creations. So I think these people are the ones who we don't want to be around any which ways, who we
So
don't
don't
like
be.
any which ways. You
So
know, if we
don't
relax,
be.
हमें पता है हम छोड़ के चले जाएंगे. If we make too much money, हमें पता है हम इनको छोड़ के चले जाएंगे.
Yeah. So how
ask
less money are you creating so that you can hang out with those people? It could be your
Yeah.
parents also. Could be your
Yeah.
parents also. And then you would not let that come into your life because you know. See, पैसे से सबके रंग नहीं दिखते हैं. पैसे से वही दिखता है जो तुम अंदर से हो. वही बाहर आता है. Like हम कितनी बार बोलते हैं ना कि एक्सेस आ जाएगा ना, जब ये मैं कर लूंगी ना तब दिखाऊंगी. अरे तब की वेट क्यों कर रहे हो? But हम वेट कर रहे होते हैं ताकि then we can blame or we can do a reason justification that I did this because of this. And those are all reactive realities and presumptive realities. What if you could just do it because you choose to do it? And you're going to leave your family? Hell yes. Today or tomorrow you would. Because everywhere you're not letting yourself outcreate them so that you can have
Yeah.
more abundance in your life. Because they wouldn't like it somewhere deep down. सबको दुख की कहानी में समझ में आता है. You know the 3 Idiot का thing, right? दोस्त अगर फेल होता है तो बुरा लगता है, जब फर्स्ट आता है तो ज्यादा बुरा लगता है यार. So you're with a family, you're going to do even outshine them. How much are they genuinely going to like it? 1% of the family, 0.1% maybe, are people who will be really happy and happy at your success and growth. 99.99 may not like it. So you want to
Yeah.
underplay your capacities and then say, I am not receiving abundance. Isn't it interesting? So Priyanka is writing, I usually sweat when I'm the facilitating seat. And this is the first time I'm feeling hot when I'm on the other side. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, I mean, because you are hot. Okay, Priyanka, what if you are glowing when you're facilitating? Like Simone this time in advanced body class said that horses sweat, men perspire, and women glow. Okay. So when you're sweating, could you allow yourself to just simply glow and receive yourself from that as well? Because you're hot. And you never acknowledged yourself for that, did you? Jitu, vulgar could be a judgment. It depends. It looks like it. What your the energy of a question is. Yes, it is a judgment at the end of the day. Good or bad, we're not getting into that. Any label that you have is a judgment. How many labels are you carrying so that you never receive the abundance you be? Everything that is will you destroy and uncreate it now. Right, wrong, good, bad, powerful, client, short, boys, provide the news. How have you decided that abundance should show up? Everywhere you're not willing to be judged and vilified to have a lot more money or lot more ease with money. Destroy and uncreate it now. Right, wrong, good, bad, purple line, shorts, boys, for fads and beyond. So today, if my family is not with me, it's because they've already judged me.
क्या
for
हुआ?
who I'm- कुछ नहीं हुआ. आवाज कम करो. Yeah. So, yeah. So anyone has a question about what abundance means and how you are beautifully, dynamically pushing it away when it comes to you. And abundance can come in any form. What have you decided is abundance? And abundance ka Hindi is not samruddhi. It is bahutayat. Bahutayat is the Hindi word for abundance.
एक तो ना, I
बहुत-
have too much judgment for people who have too much in life.
That. So now generosity of spirit comes in where you're not happy for people who have it. So you will not let yourself have it either.
Yeah.
Do you get that?
ये सबसे पहले तो
it-
दिमाग में ये आता है कि ऐसे लोगों को इतना कुछ क्यों मिलता है, you know?
And that because they have no judgment of it, so they can receive it. We have too many judgments of it, so we won't allow ourselves to receive it. तू मुझे बता कि 5 कैरेट का solitaire कोई तेरे को प्यार से देना चाहता है because he's just fallen for you. You will not let yourself have that.
No.
Because you will have point of view like अरे इसके साथ सोना पड़ेगा अब मुझे इसके लिए. Because it's more like a give and take reality that we are functioning from. What if you could just allow yourself to receive it and still not give because you choose not to give? And they have it, you're like, wow, these people are amazing. How do they even create so much money? They have it. I would like to have that energy and not judge it. Where they're just flaunting their 7 crore का phone लेके घूम रहे हैं जिसमें सारे diamond studded है या 7 lakh का phone, whatever. And you're like, wow, I could have that. And I have no point of view about it. But if you're going to judge people who have it, how will you allow yourself to have the same energy? Then you would be lesser than. So how committed are you to make yourself lesser than rather than being the magnanimous being that you be? Everything that is will you destroy and uncreate it now. Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, boys, for bads and beyond.
This call is making me so drowsy. It's like shaken my mind.
Yeah, because we're talking about abundance, right? And you gave this topic. Thank you so much for bringing this out. I had no clue that there were so many people who were struggling with creating abundance.
Yeah,
So
because it was because
yeah.
of that thing that you said in the Advanced Money Workbook that, you keep going in the beyond. And I kept thinking on a loop about it that, yes, I do get into the beyond. So I'm so confused. Am I allowing abundance to come in? Am I pulling it with all the energy pulls that I'm doing? Or I'm pulling it and then pushing it away? So is this a constant loop that I've gotten myself into?
Is it? Ask yourself. Yes, you're only saying it. Yes, you have created a loop. With it's like push and pull technique. या किसी लड़की को पटाना, लड़के को पटाना, लड़की को जो भी है, जिसको पटाना हो तो थोड़ा pull करो, थोड़ा push करो, and so that becomes a thing, and then they come into your life. So yeah, it's a push and pull technique that you're probably even playing with the money reality. So we do go into beyond. So जब मेरे first time मेरे class में अगर 20 लोग आए थे, I went into a beyond, and then I kept creating lesser than that. And it's not that because I'm doing this call, so I'm at a higher pedestal. No, I'm not. I'm just like you guys. It's just that I have little more walked on that path a little more than you are willing to. It's about the willingness to still show up even if nobody shows up. It's like I'm going to open my dukaan whether anybody comes and buys it or not. I am not giving up. And even if I do, okay, what else is possible? And not go into conclusion that I'm such a dumb fuck that people didn't show up or I could not sell this, and stuff like that. Talking about those, हर स्कूल ने ना वो टिकट्स बिचवाते हैं वो लोग कि आप घर घर जाके बेचो. There's some people जिसके पेरेंट्स कहते हैं नाम लिख दे, ये ले पैसे जाके दे दे स्कूल को, करेक्ट? You are like मैंने door to door खटखटाया, मुझे नहीं करना था और ये किया वो किया. They're also teaching you how to receive a no from people. It's an activity that every school gives the some tickets. I hope you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Because Yeah, so then you're like, yeah, just because इसके बाप के पास बहुत पैसा है, इसने तो कुछ काम ही नहीं किया. Yeah, because he created it. He created a बाप who had no point of view about money. ये ले, तेरे को काम करने की जरूरत नहीं है. But how much is that changing his reality? Because उसको easily वो चीज मिल जाती है, तो उनके space में वही होता है. I'm going to have ease with everything. जिस दिन नहीं होता है, they are the first ones to give it up. He's like, I'm not used to this struggle wali life. And everywhere you thought this is struggle, because that's only a way of getting you out there and receiving a yes or a no from people. So Ruchi is writing yes. Yeah,
Sorry.
just a second. I have seen people who harm physically and mentally and get everything. No, it is not karma. Please don't blame the karma. Karma has nothing to do with it. It's a choice they make. It is about, again, reaching a particular point and then making that choice that I can't have it, I won't let myself have it, because you've probably taken some oath vow in some lifetime for never being greater than what you currently are. So don't blame the karma for that. Yes.
Kavita, we, because of what we've grown up with and not enough consciousness about it in a sense, we also tend to do this to our children. If you don't work hard, you're not studying, you don't understand it's going to be so difficult to get through a good college, and then how you're going to get a good job.
So that's
And
fear.
especially the Indian mindset.
Yes, we are instilling
लड़के
a
हो,
lot of
engineering
fear.
करनी है, कैसे होएगा, your profile is not different, you're not doing it. And there's that fear building that constantly keeps happening. How do you break the loop? Because I genuinely want to break the loop for my kids.
So all the presumptive realities, creating need of reactive realities, keep podpocking it, and trust me, it works like magic. For any area that you have all your presumptions in place, you have to please pod and pock that. It's nothing, because that's the fear being instilled in us, and they function from fear and not from joy. What if you could just let them be? I trust you. Kuch na kuch to tu kar hi lega, whatever that be. And then they will create that from ease and not from pressure. That's how we are not able to relax, because we create stress and pressure right in the beginning. Now we don't know how to function without it. Like stress has become our best friend. What if they did not have to go through that? And all your PRs and NORs, if you could go and keep on clearing it, you will be having total ease in your life.
Okay.
And that is possible. You don't have to psych them out just because you were psyched out कि क्या होगा. ज़्यादा लड़की नहीं मिलेगी शादी के लिए. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा क्या हो जाए? What's the worst that is going to happen? When I was traveling, I came from via flight, okay? And when I looked back, अलग आड़े टेढ़े डिफरेंट टाइप के सबके चेहरे थे, सबके पास बीवियां हैं, सबके पास है.
Marriage is the last thing you worry.
तो ठीक है, if it is not marriage, then what else is bothering you? कि वो अपना सर्वाइवल कैसे करेंगे? सर्वाइवल तो स्ट्रेस के बिना बहुत आराम से हो जाएगा. मज्जानी लाइफ, it's like, okay, let's have fun. Do you get it? If there is no pressure, there is no stress, then they're creating because they're creating out of fun and joy, because they would like to create and it's fun for them. It's not a pressure or compulsion for them. तो वो वैसे ही सेट हो जाएगा. 99% तो हमको अपने मैट्रिमोनी साइड पे डालना होता है, इसीलिए परेशानी होती है. Yes. Yes, Megha.
Kavita,
Yeah.
I just wanted to यहाँ पे एक question आया जो उन्होंने बोला बच्चे के लिए. So what is so important about marriage and having kids? Like,
no, there is nothing important. There is nothing important. It's just the loop that this reality has created. That पैदा हुए फिर ये करना है, फिर ये करना है, फिर बच्चे करना है, फिर ये टाइम पे ये करना है. Because that's a program given to us. Okay, like there was another program called Roti Kapda Makan. So these are programs that these techies have created so that we get stuck in that. There are larger issues there. We're not going to be looking at that. And that only a handful people will run this entire country or the world. Are you getting it? There is nothing relevant and significant about marriage and kids. So don't judge yourself for that.
Sometimes people are so happy without being married or, being committed, and they're like simply enjoying their lives and going around.
So please, please do that. So please do that. You don't have to feel sorry that मेरी भी तुम्हारे जैसे बैंड नहीं बजी मेरी. Oh my God.
Exactly. That.
Yeah, my womb is not as fucked as yours. I mean, can you be happy about it?
Like,
and
I
see,
feel
we create kids. Okay, Gary says that how many of you have children here? Do you like being controlled? But if you have children, you will be controlled. So we finding stuff that how well can we be controlled? If you have kids, you are being controlled. And then you keep saying, I don't like this control. Oh no, but you do. That's why you have children.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember you telling कि
Kavita,
because
Yeah.
life se kabhi nikalte nahi hai, they are with you till you die and even after you die. Yeah.
They're STDs, sexually
Yeah.
transmitted diseases that stay with you for all your life. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
Kavita,
Megha. Yeah.
I have this point of view about manipulation that I know many people manipulated me, and I know when they were manipulating me, I know that they are manipulating me. But that time my time was not मतलब ऐसा
Yeah.
time था कि मैं कुछ नहीं कर पा सकती थी उस चीज के लिए, and I can see now that they are paying for that what they
How
did.
nice. Okay.
So now when it comes to me to manipulate anybody, then I feel that if I will do that, then I will have
See,
to
if you
pay.
have a point of view that इसके बाद मुझे pay करना पड़ेगा, then you will have to, because your point of view creates your reality. If you allow yourself to just manipulate for creating greater manipulation, Gary says, if you have a point of view, it's bad, then you will get manipulated. If you had no point of view, then you're just doing it because you're creating greater for yourself. It doesn't really matter. You're not harming anyone. You're not hurting anyone. In that entire process, if they do, it's not like a intentional thing that you're anyway doing, right?
Okay.
You're choosing to do it because you have no point of view about it, and so that you create more for yourself.
Okay.
Right?
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you. Yes, Soumya.
Yeah, hi.
Hi.
Now I'm new, so I'm Soumya. I'm from Chennai.
Okay.
And
Hi, Soumya.
hi.
New from Chennai. I like new people. Yes.
Okay. Now, as you said, as this topic was going on, that's when this question came to my mind. I'm single. I'm not married, and I do not have a family with me, and I'm not answerable to even one soul in my life.
How amazing is that? What a lovely creation. Yes.
Yes.
That doesn't mean
yeah,
others who have family are bad, but yeah, lovely creation. Yes.
Yes. But then at the creative edge, I don't seem to be doing much at all. I mean, yes, there is a money coming in through different other sources. I use it to, you know, do some access classes and thrive by my own. But I have not, as per classes or even not just access, I've done a few other healing modalities as well. So I put everything together. I have a small healing center.
What point of view do you have about money? What does money mean to you?
Actually, I've gotten rid of a lot of points of view about money. I've done, I do my money workbook and the 13 questions almost. I've done it for 1 year every day, and henceforth, I mean, I've been doing it alternate days or something like that. Money is, I mean, I do not have a point of view that money is good or bad or I have to do hard work. I am lying down and sleeping at my house and rent keeps coming in. So that way,
so have you acknowledged,
how did I get so lucky?
So yeah, Soumya, have you acknowledged all those places where you are receiving money, and can you be in gratitude to that and ask the money to go and create more babies?
Actually, I have. Every day I say, you know, things like everywhere I have uninvited money into my life, destroy and uncreate it all. Whenever I give money to anybody or I receive money, I always say, hey darling, why don't you make more babies for me? And I always focus on my bank account as well, and I'll say, come on, dude, like, you know, increase.
So how many revenue streams are you willing to have? More than 10 or less than 10?
More
than 10? More than 20, less than 20?
Maybe less, yeah.
Okay, less than 20. Okay. So what do you have to do to have a receiving which could be more than 1 lakh from every revenue stream that you would like to create, or more than whatever amount that you would like to create? Where have you decided that, you know, these many revenue streams can't really contribute, and I wouldn't know if I have too much money, then who would I be? Where would I be? How would I be? Could you just pardon for all of that?
Yes.
Because no, there's nobody stopping you but you. So before the age of 2, we become our parents. So where have you become your parent that who's stopping herself from receiving a lot more money with ease?
Okay. I have another question over here.
Yes, please. Yes.
Now, I do receive money like to a sufficient amount where I am able to live like by
There.
myself to queen, as a queen,
Yes.
like a queen,
Yes.
rather. I know what you're gonna till this this thing. I'm stopping
So
myself.
only this much, not more than that, because then I will actually become a queen. Oh my God, Abhi to I'm queen of my life. But to become a queen, like really, you know, reaching a level where I could probably even float around in the political arena, maybe go, you know, rub shoulders with the celebrities. Nah, no, that's too much of money. You know, I can't have that. And then I wouldn't know what to do with that money. Because then how do I, like, you know, if it's too much, how would I deal with it? Like, I would have to hire people. They would have to tell me what to do. I can buy an airline. No. I really would like to, but you know, there's too much money. How do I even take care of it? Like all those points of views that you have, that you wouldn't let yourself have more. Will you destroy and uncreate it now?
Yes.
Right, wrong, good, bad, powerful, client, short, voice, provide millions. Yeah, that.
And my
So
favorite, as like my question now is, what do I do with? I would like ease, joy, and glory, and like what do I do with ease, joy, and glory, and that can generate money for me? With what do I love doing? I should enjoy doing it. If I do not enjoy interacting with a particular person or even a client, I sometimes just say no, because they have to. But you know, the awareness or sort of thing, you know that they're not going to receive much. From whatever I'm this thing. So I would like it to be, I should love doing it, thoroughly enjoy doing it, and also receive money. That's what I'm looking
have
for.
Have you done a body class?
Yes, I did.
So can you ask the body, what body processes can I now run on my body so that it creates more ease with receiving?
Yeah. Okay. I'll ask. I just asked, and I'll keep asking.
Yeah, and keep doing those processes, because all your need reactive realities and all your presumptive realities that don't allow you to receive greater and have more ease, you have to continuously let that all go.
Okay.
Because you're doing it too cognitively. Go with the energy of things. Do not do a cognitive mental masturbation. That I've done this tool, now it is not still working. Okay, it has come to a certain level, but it's not more than that. So, okay, how can I change it and truly receive the joyfulness that I would like to be?
Okay.
So follow the energy. What is going to take me to that point? You know?
I'm getting laziness sort of thing right now.
So where is the body? Is the body lazy? Is the being lazy?
I think, yeah, both.
So that
to an extent.
both really, body requires very little sleep. Body can relax and then it can be up again. So ask who's lazy and whose laziness am I buying into?
Okay.
Because others
Okay.
are, yeah.
Okay.
So because if you got to do stuff for you and you're laid back and lazy for yourself, then God save you for that, you know, because then you have to make that choice, and that's okay if you don't want to do anything still. Absolutely okay.
So but not doing something or not turning out, well,
but going out, even going out and having fun, changing your clothes, getting dressed so that you can go out and have a party is also doing something, right? It's about what body movement can I give my body so that it can change my laziness.
Okay.
Right.
So this creative part alone, I've been stuck for a pretty long time. I am, but in small quantities. So
yes, okay. What so I am, and then the but comes, which means this gets negated. Could you simply ask that how can I expand this to another level?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, Ankita.
So Kavita, I don't have any question. Small acknowledgement. Like my body was not at ease for last 3 days, and while listening to your call, I slept for a few seconds, and when I wake up, I'm feeling so light and so relaxed. So thank you so much for this call.
Thank you for coming onto this call. Amazing. So yeah, Archana is writing like dukti rag sabko pata chal jata hai. Yeah, so that's your abuse का वो focal point जो है वो वहाँ पे project कर रहा है energy. आओ मुझे abuse करो. It's sending out that signal. So if you have now acknowledged it, you can change it. Do some processes, maybe body processes, and that can change. Priyanka is writing sometimes asking also go into beyond, and I ask, and then I doubt, would this even be possible? Yeah, so all your distractor implants and all your presumptive realities, will I even get it? And your need of reactive realities, because that creates the need that you need to doubt yourself that you can't get it and you're not worth it. So pardon talk that. And what I have perceived, everyone is looking for either validation or answers. Yeah, that's so true. What if ankle is hurting? Ankle, what does ankle mean to you? See, ankle typically, which ankle? Your right or the left?
Mine is left.
Yeah, so left and right both. So right side of the body, when it's hurting, what's right about you that you're not acknowledging? The left side of your body is hurting. You can simply ask a question that what is wrong that I'm trying to make right, and not being able to move forward with that energy. Anything that is making you lesser and smaller. But yes, there's more information in body class that you get, and how to connect with your body, how to receive from your body. Because if body was nature, how much are you willing to give your body that joy, or that, like nature में जो भी चीज डालते हैं वो double up होके आती है, 10 times ज़्यादा होके आती है. So it's this body is that nature. If you could just start plowing it more in that, how much fun can you have with this body that you haven't yet had? Everything that doesn't allow you to have fun with your body, destroy and uncreate, right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, pause, provide me on. Is the body lazy or the being lazy? And what can we do to remove this laziness? Yeah, just ask, whose laziness is this? What are you? So everywhere I'm not willing to commit to my life of having a greater, more phenomenal life, and demand that laziness can leave you, because it would, because you're creating it.
Like I would like
the,
to share my experience from the body class. After I did the foundation and the body class with you. Oh my God, I had come to a point in my life where I think I was being my grandmother.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize it at all. But I just got that awareness. All I could do was wear ethnic and wear suits. And the kind of suits also that I had started wearing were exactly the same suits that my grandmother wears. Like dull colors and very basic,
no colors,
no designing, just basic normal jaise suit bante hain with the proper chunni, chiffon ki, ye wo and everything. And the jewelry also I would wear would be very simple, jaise
basic,
normal. And you told me, you have such a nice body, or you look nice and this and that, and why you always in suits? And I was like, it's my comfort zone. I love wearing suits, and I was so happy with the fact that I love wearing suits. But since the body class, I can't look at suits. I've started experimenting with clothes. I had stopped going to the gym. I could not move my body. All I wanted to do was sit at home, study, do some kind of part puja, or watch something spiritual on the TV. And I was thinking, oh my God, wow, I'm so sorted in life. Kitni stable, settled हूँ मैं. लोगों को देखो, लड़कियों को देखो, आजकल की कैसे हो गई है. And then suddenly I realized, shit, what is wrong with me? What am I doing with myself? And then now I have one side of Almira full of suits, one side of Almira full of westerns, which I did not used to look at, and now I don't look at the other side of the Almira.
Which is absolutely okay, because slowly when things keep changing, you'll come back to that also, because you already, it's like
maybe I'll maintain a balance. But then
it's like तुम पनीर खा के जब थक जाते हैं ना, तो पनीर देखने का मन नहीं करता है. फिर कुछ महीने जाते हैं, उसके बाद तुम कहते हो अब मैं खा सकती हूँ पनीर. So it's something on those lines. So
but I was able to release so much judgment from my body. There was so much judgment which I didn't even realize. Which got released, and so much pain got released. Amazing.
How nice. And then what if you're not lazy, and all the judgments you have of your being lazy, you all being lazy somewhere, can you destroy and uncreate that? Right, wrong, good, bad, perfect, line, short, voice, बाद में. Because जो चीज करनी है वो तो तुम कर लेते हो ना, जो नहीं करनी है उसमें laziness आ रही है, right? Then choose all those things that are going to be joyful and that will not make you lazy. That's one thing that I would like to say. And secondly, we're coming up with energy pulls 1st April onward. Please contact Nishtha, and or in the group we can give more details. It is 8 days, 8 o'clock that we'll be doing, and which includes SOP testers also, to change anything that you're asking for. Could be relationship, could be money, could be literally anything that you have been asking. And everywhere you don't get the concept of energy pools will be shared with you, so that we can do it with ease and not make a pattern out of it, that I do it and then I don't receive from it or whatever. And yes, the Bombay body class is coming 7th to 9th. Mumbai, we're doing a body class. All those people who haven't yet gotten their bodies to a body class, please consider the idea of coming there. And yeah, Rajkot kisi ko aana hai to foundation ke liye aa jaye. Raipur will be having a foundation end of this month, 24th of May. And then we're having foundation classes in Delhi and Mumbai in the month of May. So to know more, you'll get to know more details in the group that you join. And mostly on Thursday evening, 7:30, we're doing feeling rejected in relationships. That's another call that I'll be doing with other few CFs. So see you guys on Thursday evening if you would like to join and know more about relationships. When is a body class in Delhi? I would love to. I mean, get me people. I will come there. You tell me when. Whoever iPhone is asking. WhatsApp group name is Pulling Energy. Abhi current name hai. We keep changing it because change is the only thing that we know. So thank you so much for being on this call and keep creating. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye. Thank you.